Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another unbalanced breakfast with CthuLoops. In our last episode, we ended things off after we got into the deepest part of Lord Kem's vault. We freed Arhu from torture, and now we're about to get into a royal rumble with Kem himself. Alright, come at me, you potato-faced bitch. Oh, right. Kem actually interrupted us in the middle of this guy's turn. That's very rude of you, Kem. What the hell, man? And also, what the hell does this guy have against us? Just because Fane tried to kill him? Oh, come on. What do you have against Lohse specifically? Why do you have to be such a bully, man? Look, they've all got it in for Lohse. Oh, good grief. Now look at Lohse. She's bleeding, she's on the ground, she's diseased and decaying. Good grief, she's almost dead. Are you happy now? Alright, Fabrosi, let's have you start things off by casting a little bit of Dome of Protection. Now the issue with Lohse being decaying is that she's also got the Belt of Regeneration, or whatever it's actually called. I don't actually know or remember what it's called, but she's got that belt that gives her regenerating. And that's gonna be a problem because she's decaying, and on her turn she's gonna heal, as in she's going to lose health. So I think we might actually need to save her butt by not going into the inventory screen, but actually by blessing her. So let's bless her. Yep, there we go. And look, we've actually even got some holy fire now. That's nice. And then I think I will... let's see, I think maybe... Now I don't use Bloodsucker much, but I think it might be kind of useful in this case, because Lohse is so close to death. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Alright, Fabrosi, go ahead and start getting Lohse to suck up that blood. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Now I would have preferred it if we had actually killed this Black Ring Defiler, or the or actually used Overpower on Kem himself. But the issue with that is, well, I don't want Lohse to die, and also I don't think Fabrosi has nearly enough. Well, close. He has about 1,000, or sorry, about 700 less armor than Lord Kem, so he can't really overpower him. Alright, well, I guess there's not much else we can do. Alright, what is he gonna do? Right, let's not forget that these guys exist. And also, let's try to, make sure that Arhu survives this whole experience. And now Arhu is frozen. Okay, if you're gonna go after, Sabile like that, I guess I can't really stop you. Sabile, there's this guy over here who hasn't moved, which is kind of unfortunate. Should have moved, so that he could have taken more damage as a chicken, but what if we terrify him? I think if we terrify him, he should be forced to move, right? Hopefully. Nice, got a critical as that as well. Fantastic, and now he's dead. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright, Fane, this guy is basically one magical attack from death. Kem is at basically full strength. There's the Black Ring Painweaver, as well as the Black Ring Fear Maiden. Can we do anything to attack these? Well, actually, yeah, what if we do Pyroclastic Eruption? So we'll hit the Defiler, killing him. We'll hit Kem, possibly damaging him a little bit. And then we'll hit this guy, but we won't hit her. She's just barely outside of the range. Fane, can you actually move in a little closer? Alright, let's put you up right next to Fabrosi. And then if you do Pyroclastic Eruption, that should actually hit all of them. Alright, well, let's give it a try. And see what we can do to lessen these numbers. Although it might not really work out the way that I'm hoping, but let's give it a try nonetheless. There you go. Okay. We ended up killing Kem as well, somehow. I mean, that's great. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but, you know, I guess it all worked out, right? Yep. That's hilarious. Okay, so there's this guy over here, that actually really does kind of make things a little easier for me. Let's try to make sure that Arhu survives this. So I'm thinking we might actually put living on the edge on Arhu. There we go. And then maybe we'll do a bouncing shield on this guy. Make him rethink his lot in life. Nice, decent amount of damage, and he's going to teleport himself right next to his little companion there. And Hailstorm. Unbelievable. Well, it's a good thing I cast Resist Death on Arhu, because otherwise he'd be dead. Okay, Fabrosi is frozen, which is not great. Well, I don't want these guys... Wait, is Fabrosi the only one that's frozen? Oh, I guess he is. Well, I don't want Fabrosi to, you know, keep being frozen. How about we actually cast Cryogenic Stasis on Arhu? Fantastic. So that should at least keep him alive for a little bit longer. I think? Maybe? I could be wrong, but let's hope. And then... Oh wait, no. He's already got Resist Death. Wait, why didn't his Resist Death go down? Oh, Arhu's not actually in the combat. He's just collateral damage. I see. Okay, so I think I understand what's going on here. So Arhu's not actually part of the combat. So whatever status he has just goes by real time. However, anyone who has a status effect in real time maintains that status effect during combat phases, if that makes any sense. Alright, so I want Fabrosi to not be frozen, so let's give him Armor of Frost. And then, okay, so the Fear Maiden is frozen, the Pain Weaver is not. Can we freeze the Pain Weaver at all? No, we can't. Alright, then how about a Hail Strike? No, Hail Strike is, I think, actually gonna hit the top parts, so maybe we shouldn't. Alright, never mind. How about Winter Blast instead? Is there any way we can get this guy included too? Or maybe Ice Fan. Alright, let's go with Ice Fan. Nice, decent amount of damage. And Sabine, can you now get in behind her? Perfect. Alright, let's annihilate this lady's butt. Miss, we're gonna annihilate your butt. Or we could go after this guy, as a matter of fact. But I don't want to risk Sabine slipping on the ice. So maybe... Because she doesn't have anti-slipping, does she? No, I should have really put nails on her boots. Oh well. And she's got all the physical armor. We could actually try Corrupted Blade. That should get rid of her physical armor and possibly make her diseased and decaying. Actually, no. You know what we should do? Is we should throwing knife her butt, first off, and then we'll chloroform this bitch, therefore skipping his turn entirely. Fantastic. Alright, Arhu is still frozen. Can we poison dart her nuts off? Possibly. Let's give it a try. She's dead. Fantastic. Right, Feign, I think possibly Ignition might be a good idea. Get rid of the Chance of Magic Shell. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So maybe we'll actually keep that. I think otherwise, maybe Feign can't really do much then. Alright, well, I mean, I guess you can just haste Fabrosi then. There you go. And I think that's good. Fabrosi, let's use that haste of yours and get you... Well, I mean, would have been nice to have you get up there, but sure. I guess there's not much else we can really do in that regard. Alright, fine. Let's get you over here as much as we can. Have you Phoenix Dive. Really? Hey, can you at least knock him down with a good old-fashioned... this thing? Son of a bitch, mother, come light my bottom. Alright, how about blitz attack? There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Fabrosi. It's also challenging. He's most likely gonna die next, thanks to Sibyl. Except, she's still a little... well, I don't really want her being there, because she might actually slip on the ice and fall, which is not great. What if we do Tornado? That's not really gonna help anyone either. What about an Incarnate? You can get a Blood Incarnate over there, which could be cool, right? Alright, well, let's give it a try. Blood Incarnate, welcome to the world. And let's now beef you up with some nice Farsight Infusion. And possibly even Power Infusion. And I don't think we need to heal up Arhu. Oh wait, no, his resist death is actually going down. Interesting. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and annihilate this guy's butt. He's dead.
Thanks. I don't know if I would have lasted much longer.
Yeah, you're damn welcome. Holy shit, I can't believe we actually managed to keep Arhu alive. Good job, guys.
It is the strangest thing. I feel restored. But a moment ago I was convinced eternal pain awaited me. Now, all the pain is gone. I'm lucky you found me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ask him if he's really gonna be okay.
I will be, I think. Now that I'm out of Chem's damnable clutches. He and his black ring cronies will stop at nothing. To think I trusted a traitor. I thought him a friend, a protector of the city, yet all the while he was trying to gain entry to the crypt. To Lucian's body.
Yeah, and who knows what kind of unspeakable things he would have done to Lucian's body.
Just like you, I presume? You didn't come here by chance, did you? No. Your power, your skill. You're a god-woken.
Arhu, is there a reason why you're not talking to Fabrosi? I'm sure you remember Fabrosi, right? Like, he was... you know, he helped you out and all that shit like 1,000 years ago. He died in a horrible, horrible fire caused by people who did not like him, which was just about everyone. Maybe you might want to address Fabrosi, let him know that, hey, it's been a while. You've lost your parasitic afro that controlled your every thought and action, but you're still you. Or maybe not, I don't know. Say that he's correct. Say that who or what you are is none of his concern. Say nothing and reach for your weapon. It can do the talking for you instead. Yeah, we're going to try to attack and kill Arhu right after we saved him. No, that you're correct.
And I think it's fair to say you didn't come to save my hide out of the kindness of your heart either.
Well, maybe Fabrosi did. How do you know?
You want to enter the tomb of Lucian, don't you?
Why do you ask me such rhetorical questions, man? Ask him how he knows that. Ask why he alone is able to enter the tomb. Tell him everything you want. Tell him you want everything he knows about entering the tomb. How do you know that?
You are God-woken. I was told God-woken would want to get into the crypt. I was also told I should make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh, come on. Why are you the only one that can enter the tomb?
Well, what people believe about my role as the keeper of Lucian's tomb is all part of the Divine's plan.
Okay. Tell me everything you know.
I swore an oath to prevent anyone from ever entering the tomb of the Divine. But that may have been a mistake. I've heard of your deeds. People call you a hero. Maybe you're worthy after all.
Okay, I mean, if you just looked over at Fabrosi, I know he looks a little different, but I'm sure you'll recognize that distinctive odor that he gives off, no?
The Divine's tomb is a fortress, a gauntlet. No single person was entrusted with the entire sequence necessary to enter. Not even I. Lucian insisted that no one ever approach his remains, especially God-woken. He said that to do so would be to surrender to the void.
Right.
He even made arrangements for agents to hunt Godwoken following his death. You may know of these agents, the White Magisters and Lone Wolf mercenaries.
You made arrangements for agents to hunt down Godwoken. Wonder why. Say that Lucian has no right to dictate the fate of the world from beyond the grave. Point out that Lucian's plan has failed. The void is here, and it looks like it's winning. He can't remains bound? Literally unplayable. He can't remain bound to an oath foisted upon him in bad faith. Say that you have to enter the tomb no matter what Lucian decreed. The world is at stake. Lucian's a little bitch. The void has failed? And wait. Why? Are we not disturbed at all by the fact that this god of yours has decreed that innocent people just get slaughtered, butchered mercilessly? You know, after his death or whatever. No right to dictate the fate of the world.
He may have been misguided. It happened before. Which is why I think I'm going to help you. Lucian's fears have come to pass, in spite of his precautions. A different approach is needed. Rivellon needs a new divine.
Right.
I don't know every step of the Path of Blood, but I'll get you as far as I can. First, you must get past the statue of Lucian that judges those who approach it. There exists a source amulet and a scroll. The Scroll of Atonement. That will let you pass unharmed.
Yeah, I already have all of those things. Say that you have the amulet already.
Good. But you will need to wear the amulet and charge it with source before it can be used. And you will need the scroll as well. The Scroll of Atonement. One is useless without the other. Together, they will let you pass the first stage.
Yeah, I have that too.
Wear the amulet to charge it with source. Then bring both it and the scroll to the Path of Blood. There is a hidden mechanism. Place the amulet inside it, then read from the scroll in order to pass. Further obstacles lie beyond. I can only help with one of them. The Death Room.
Ooh.
There are many levers in there. Most lead to death, but 5 will lead you closer to the Divine's tomb. Each lever is named after a virtue of the Divine. 5 of them bear initials that spell power. Select these 5 and these alone.
Okay, so pick the ones that bear the initials that spell power. Alright. Wonder where he will go now. Say that you have some more questions before you go. Where will you go now?
To my home in the cathedral. I need to recover.
And also stop sparking or glowing like that. I have some more questions.
Then I will answer as best as I can.
Wonder why Lucian wanted to hunt down Godwoken. Did he not want his legacy to be continued by them?
These are not questions you asked of the divine Godwoken. He worked in mysterious ways, and it was not our place to ask why. I hope his spirit will forgive me for breaking my oath.
Blind faith, Arhu, you dumb fuck. You should know that blind faith gets you nowhere. Did you not learn this lesson 1,000 years ago? The fuck is wrong with this guy? Asked why Lucian was so determined to prevent anyone approaching his remains.
He said there was great power in them, and that the void would seek them out. We needed to make sure no servants of the Black Ring ever laid their hands on his remains.
Right. Thanks. Light punchers, sturdy sabatons, or hat of spellcasting. All fucking garbage. Thanks, Arhu. Thanks. Saving you was a real blast, wasn't it? Alright, well, let's get ourselves some source here. And you know what, Fabrosi, you can just hold off on getting that last little bit of source. I'm gonna let Fabrosi get his fill. Although, you know what? Sorry, did I say Fabrosi? I meant Fane. Fane, why don't you go ahead and drain some of these guys' sources. Nice. And then we'll also take... Come on. Fabrosi, I guess you might as well just loot shit while Fane's thing is recharging. That's already been looted. Linder Chem. Chem's deflector, not quite as good as Fabrosi's shield, except it provides more constitution, which is kind of amazing. But it also gives up shields up, which is nice. But I don't know. Kind of tempted to hold on to what we have now, especially because it provides more armor. Linder Chem's room key, we already have access to unfettered access to his room. Linder Chem's wedding ring. There's something odd about this ring, more than a simple pledge of eternal love. It appears to have been carved for some specific purpose, like a key. I hope it has nothing to do with that mirror in his attic that I destroyed. Knock on wood, please. Thundering blows. Physical armor, magic armor. Not bad, actually. Immune to slowed and sleeping. It seems to be an upgrade to the first percussion, except for the initiative. Yeah, you know what? I guess we might as well just wear this. Sure. And then you can just sell the fist percussions. Hubert's thingy, and what is this? Garbage. Thanks. Alright, Fane, can you go ahead and absorb the Black Ring Defiler's soul? Thank you very much. Fantastic. Now, Fabrosi, before we talk to this guy, I kind of have an idea of what's, how this conversation is gonna go. Gotta rip off his face, first off. Look at that. I kind of wish that we could have, like, named faces, but oh well. Alright, Linder Chem.
With a glint in the dark of his eye, the spirit of Chem gives you a toothy grin.
What's so funny?
He begins to chuckle, deep in the bones of his neck. It sounds like a rat trapped in a kettle.
You have no idea.
Ask, has he lost weight? His bones are showing.
But what is life when you get down to the bare bones of it?
Tell him you know he belongs to the God King.
Then you know I'll return.
You think so? Consume the spirit's source. You ain't returning from shit, bitch.
Wait, what? What? No, this was not the deal. This was not the deal. I will return. I will return.
Nope.
But Lord Chem was gone, and he would never return.
Yes. Ah, that's satisfying. Oh, that's so satisfying. Alright, well, before we bugger off, let's go ahead and... Ooh, it's a good thing we looked in that skeleton, because otherwise we would have missed Fabrosi's favorite food. Go ahead and... okay. Which one of you ladies requires... Okay, Sabine does. And other stuff we'll just take. Sure. I'm actually kind of wondering if maybe it would be a good idea to give Fane a ranged attack stuff. That could be fun, right? No? Possibly. Alright. Everything else is empty and looted already, so I think we're good to just bugger off out of here. Although I kind of have an idea of what we can do with Linder Chem's face that we just ripped off his dead-ass body. Also, why don't we just go ahead and drain these things of source too? We might as well. We don't want them to be studied or, you know, used for nefarious purposes, right? Okay, Losa, I guess since Fabrosi's is charging, why don't you go ahead and...
Rivellon was flat.
Right, that's nice. Let's have you absorb. Keeping in mind that this one actually bled. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Here we go. Fantastic. And we are back in Chem's gardens. Right. So I guess... maybe we should actually go back to Arhu's, or no, we should go find Arhu's chambers or something? Talk to him a little bit more, perhaps? Alright, so we're going to talk to Lady Chem. Maybe see if there's any changed dialogue.
What better way to spend Lucian's day than drinking tea with friends? Please do check your invitation. I simply have no room for more guests.
Right. Okay, thanks. You know what? here.
Lord Kem be joining us,
Thane,
my
can you
lady?
hold on to these for a second? Just briefly, okay?
I fear is
It's okay.
far too busy with his
It's okay. We know which one is Fane, is
Perhaps
Chem's.
find some time for us later.
Hey, Lady Chem,
Let's not hold our breath, shall we? Please do check
wanna
your
trade?
invitation. I simply have
I've got something
no
that I think you
room
might be
for more
interested in.
guests.
It's your husband's face. Here, you can just keep it. In good faith. She has accepted my offer. Fantastic. What the hell is this, by the way? Impressive painting.
But please,
Right. Is that Milady? And is that a Slan priest from the Warhammer Total War or Warhammer universe?
children, sir.
A striking painting, truly. And featuring a familiar face.
Like
Kem
Maladies?
sniffs with the pride of a peacock spreading its tail.
Are you interrupting me?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Possibly Ram's finest work.
Wasn't fucking talking to you.
You may recognize the people in it. Alexander, of course, the dwarven queen Justinia, Gongi of the ancient empire, and the graceful Tiriara, the great elven seer.
Right.
The Quorum. It was here that they made history, in this very room, in fact.
The Quorum, what was that all about? Take pause, you doubt these four luminaries would meet here in this place. Change the subject to something more interesting. Slink away, this could take a while. What's the Quorum?
Lady Kem smiles graciously and offers you a cup of tea.
The Voidwoken invasion was in its infancy, and it was becoming clear that the creatures were drawn to source. Bishop Alexander called the Quorum together. He demanded the elves, dwarves, and lizards agree to his plan. Gather and quarantine source users across Rivellon.
Oh, that's where his dickishness began.
She takes a slow sip of tea, eyeing you closely just above the cup's rim.
Wonder what happened next? Scratch your chin, that can't have gone well. Ask about the less fortunate, the undead, did they not have a voice on the council? Tell her you've had enough tea, it just seems to go right through you, so to speak. Let's not give away the fact that we're undead or clue it in, or not that I think that she'll notice, but wonder what happened next.
An excellent question. As it happens, the other three rebuffed Alexander's demands. The Lizard King, stately when silent, yet so great was his descent, I was sure his shouts would split the ground open beneath us.
Yeah, well, that's what Slan priests do. They're full of magic and destruction.
A travesty. Alexander sought to protect us all from a scourge. The fork-tongued devil would sooner usher in a dark age than round up the troublemakers.
Shake your head, Gongi was wrong to resist. Give her the side eye, her tongue is more poisonous than any lizard's. Maybe we should just kind of play along and pretend that we're not sorcerers, cause, I mean, despite the fact that these guys are kind of like glowing every now and then. Sure, let's just play along. Shake your head, Gongi was wrong to resist.
Lady Kem grins, then pours you yet another cup of tea.
I don't need more tea.
Attention turned to Tiriara. Perhaps she would bolster Alexander's position.
Ask what happened next.
The Elven seer. Her heart bled, she said. A millennium of memories warned against a pogrom, she said. She would not assist the great Alexander.
Good.
No great loss, I must add. The elves are scattered to the wind. Their influence is as thin as a dying willow's twig.
Right.
Besides, like any elf, Tiriara's head floats in the clouds. They tell wonderful stories, but live fantasies as absurd as any lizard dreamers.
Tell her there's truth in what she says. Ask if it is not better to dream of a better world than to accept a painful reality. Sure, we'll just go along with what you're saying there.
She pours you yet another cup of tea with an elegant flourish. The pot is seemingly bottomless.
Wait, how are we getting different types of tea from one kettle?
Then there was the queen. Smart as a whip, that one, and just as likely to sting you.
Invite her to carry on in spite of your or her remarks.
Justinia listened to Alexander intently. I'd always thought of dwarves as pragmatic. I presumed she would ally with him, but she proved disloyal. The dwarves would not be part of his plan.
Disloyal or just smart? Like, seriously, who would want to side with a guy who fucking looks like Guy Fieri here? Good grief.
I had forgotten that pragmatism is usually partnered with stubbornness, particularly when accompanied by an overabundance of ale.
Agree, every dwarf you've known loves a good drink and a good argument. Wonder if someone so enamored with tea has called to question another's drinking habits. Well, I mean, I'd say tea and alcohol are kind of like worlds apart, wouldn't you? Let's just agree with her.
Another smile, and another cup poured.
No, seriously, you have green tea, white tea, and black tea all in one teapot?
Ah, it's been a pleasure to reminisce on that day. Please do make yourself comfortable. You are such delightful company.
Huh. I wonder if she's that way because we agreed with everything she said.
She sips from her cup, and you bow in farewell.
Great. Thanks. That was useful. Awesome. We can take her teapot, though. I don't know if that would really have an effect. Alright, so I guess we are probably going to head on over to do the doctor's orders, which is over here. Actually, no. Something that we picked up in the basement was the Swarmbreaker. So let's actually go back to the Hall of Echoes, because I believe our sexy succubus lady is awaiting a deliverance of a Swarmbreaker. Though I really wish that we could have just made one ourselves. Yet I don't seem to be able to for whatever fucking reason. Almira?
You always bring me to such wonderfully destructive places. I'll never find somewhere quiet to settle down at this rate.
Almira, if I give you the Swarmbreaker, you're not gonna just bugger off, are you? Cause you just really disappear from here. I'm gonna miss the I'm gonna miss your friend. What, Michael? Give Almira the Swarmbreaker.
My dear, why? I can't remember the last time someone's helped me like this. Perhaps even never. When the final hour comes, I will stand by your side. I promise.
Ominous.
After all, I am soon to be a free woman. I can choose to fight for whomever I wish now.
Great. Okay, wait, what's happening? Double carnage. Hey, come on, I'm missing it. Oh my god. Fuck, I just missed the, whatever crap was going on there. Not super useful. Shoes of the Sabbath, not super useful either. Sinister watch. You know what, let's just go for the more expensive shit and then just sell it. What'd you do, Almira? I missed it. Man. Alright. Well, let's end the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow and then we will, I guess, start on the doctor's orders. Which, I'm not gonna lie, terrifies me. Also, we need to do old means gold. Oops. Yeah, fine. We'll go back to that guy's place and then we'll, talk to Kat and all that shit. And then, I think, in between episodes, I'll actually sell all the crap that we don't need. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.